welcome to the channel. I am Pelwazi M, and on today's video we are doing a rubber bands hairstyle. I have previously done hairstyles where I incorporate rubber bands, but I've also used artificial hair on those videos. But for today's video we are not going to be using any artificial hair. These are the videos that I'm referring to, and we're not using artificial hair because I did manage to retain some length from my previous hairstyle, which I kept in for about a month, and that's what has mainly delayed me from uploading a new video. Now for today's video, the things that you're going to need to achieve this look: you're going to need your elastic bands or your rubber bands. Obviously you're going to need some oil to oil the rubber bands. You're going to need a red tail comb, and you're going to need about 2 mirrors, one at the back and one in front of you. Or you can just get an extra pair of eyes, someone who will do the partings for you, because you won't be able to see the back. Okay, now without further talking, let's get started with today's video. I'm starting off by using my red tail comb to make a middle parting. It will start off at the front and go all the way to the back, and this parting is going to section my hair into 2 sections. Now this is the one parting that needs to be perfect in this hairstyle, so whatever you do, just try by all means to get it as good as possible.
We will be perfect.
I am now taking the small hand mirror and checking if this parting is as straight as I would like it to be, and anywhere where it's not, I'm going to correct that using my red tail comb to make sure that this parting is giving what it's supposed to be giving. Now that that's done, I'm going to brush through my hair using a wide tooth comb. This part is optional, and once that's done, I'm going to tie off the section that I am not going to be working on using one of these 2 elastic bands. I am now going to divide the section that I left out into 2, and the parting for this section is also going to start at the front and go all the way to the back. Now this is what the parting is supposed to look like. I am now going to take the second elastic band and tie off the hair that I will not be working on right now. I am now sectioning out the first square from the parting that is towards the center. This is the square that I am going to use the elastic band on first. Now that square is sectioned out, I am going to use some Stylin'Dredz Mouldin gel wax, because this square is towards the front and I would like that hair to lay down nicely. This is also optional, you do not have to do this, but I just wanted my hair to be like laid towards the front and then build up volume going towards the back. So I am just going to apply the Mouldin gel wax around the base of the hair of the first block, and then I'm going to brush in that Mouldin gel wax so that it does not leave a white residue. I am now taking the rubber bands, which I have drizzled over with some olive oil. I do this to make sure that the rubber bands don't snag onto my hair, and so that when I take down the hairstyle, the rubber bands are not tightly onto my hair. It just helps them slide off. Okay, so just put some oil on your rubber bands before you put the rubber bands on your hair. Now I'm taking the first rubber band and I am just tying that block which I parted out and making sure that it is secure but not too tight, such that it pulls out my hair. Never make hairstyles too tight in such a way that they pull out your hair. Now I'm extending the parting or the line from the block that is towards the center to the block that is towards the side, and again I am applying the Mouldin gel wax because I also want the hair in that section to be laid. Okay, so yes, I'm going to put on the gel, but please do remember that gels can be drying for your hair, so if you are comfortable with putting on the gel, put it on. If you're not, don't. The hairstyle is still going to turn out nice. I am now cutting out a second block on the section that is towards the center, and I will not be applying the molding gel wax onto this section because I don't want the hair here to be as flat as the hair that is at the front. Now I'm taking the block which I had secured with the rubber band from the section that is towards the ear, and I am crossing it over and joining it onto the section which I have just parted. So basically with this hairstyle, we're just crisscrossing hair over from one section into the other section. The hair has a passport. It can crisscross over borders, my friend. Anyway, I am now extending the parting from the section that is at the center and extending it towards the section that is towards the ear, and the parting is going to be curved because I would just like it to be that way, you know. Yes, I have the ruling power over this hairstyle, so I would just like it to be that way. And I applied the molding gel wax again because this section is towards the front, where I would like my hair to be flat or sleeked, whatever you refer to it as. And then I am taking the hair from the section that is towards the center, crossing it over to the section that is towards the ear, and then joining it with the section which I've just parted and securing it with a rubber band. So this is what we're going to be doing throughout this entire hairstyle. Okay, now I am parting out a third block on the section that is towards the center, and I just wanted to show you guys what it looks like from this angle. And now I am going to join the hair from the section that is towards the ear onto the block which I've just parted that is towards the center. I am now extending the parting which I made for the third block in the section that is at the center to the section that is towards the ear for the third block of the section that is towards the ear. And again, applying the molding gel wax because this section does extend to the front, and we now know what I want to see happen at the front, right? Laid, flat, sleeked. I am now taking the hair that is from the section that is towards the center and joining it to the hair that is from the section that's toward the ear. Now if you notice, the hair that is coming from the section that is towards the center always overlays the hair that is coming from the section that is towards the ear. And as I'm doing the hairstyle, I continuously ensure that it's not tight at any point. Now this is the point where an extra pair of eyes really comes in handy, because if you don't have it, you're going to be frustrated. I don't even want to lie to you. You need it. Better have it. It's either someone or something which is a mirror. Yes. Okay, now I am taking the hair from the section that is towards the ear, and I'm going to try and cover up the short hair with the longer hair by ensuring that the short hair will lay flat onto the surface of my head and be covered by the longer hair, which will be above the short hair. And then I'm joining it to the hair that is towards the center. Right there, I am just tucking in the short hair. And now I'm going to extend the parting that is from the section that is towards the center onto the section that is toward the ear and curve it slightly. Once that is done, I'm going to apply the Stylin'Dredz Mouldin gel wax onto the hair that is toward the front, and then I am going to brush in that gel using my small tooth comb because I don't want it forming white crust. And once that is done, I'm going to brush the hair with the white tooth comb into the desired direction. This step is optional. And then I'm going to take the hair that is from the section that is towards the center and join it with the hair that is from the section that is toward the ear, and then hold everything together with an elastic band. If at any point while you are doing your hair you become frustrated and you want to give up, that happens to all of us. Yes, even me. I don't just wham bam, my hair is done.
Never that.
No.
See that, Jen?
No.
We're not waiting until I see you.
Yeah, but now here I decided to do the parting for the section that is towards the center and the section that is towards the ear at the same time, because it just made sense to do that. And I'm going to use elastic bands to keep the hair that I'm not going to be working on right now from the hair that I'm going to work on right now, which I've just parted. Now for today's video, there are two comment shoutouts. They were left under the Fox Locks / Josie Dread Light installation video. The first one is from Dikuma. She commented, "Your commentary is the best, Shem. It made the video much more entertaining. Really loved the method and the results are so beautiful. I will definitely be trying this soon." And the second one is from Amanda. She commented, "This looks really easy and good. I'll try it out. My concern is the taking down process. How do you take this hairstyle down without snagging your hair out?" I have inserted a short clip of how to take down the fox locks at the end of this video. So to see my response to this question, please make sure that you watch up until the end. If you don't want to watch this part but you want to see that part, you can just skip to the end. Now the pattern of the hair is coming along nicely. Contains agalayo for sure. Finally at the back of this section, so I am parting the section that is towards the center. I initially did a straight parting, but then I decided, you know what, I want to do an angled parting for no particular reason. It just seemed to make sense at the time, and that's what I did. Here I'm just moving the hair that is above this section to the side so that it does not distract me when I am trying to join the hair that is from the section that is toward the ear onto the hair that I've just parted. Remember to tuck away the short hair under the long hair. Oh, and also remember that in the description box you will get a list of everything that I've used on this video, including the stuff that I did not mention at the beginning of the video, as well as links to my various social media platforms if you would like to connect with me outside of YouTube. Yay, this section is finally done, and I'm going to do the same thing onto the other section. Now here it is, I am done. Now with the remaining hair, I am just going to brush through it using my wide tooth comb. After brushing through it, I'm going to do some chunky twist onto each side. Now this will be the first one. And there will be a second one on the other side. Now that that's done, I'm just going to chuck away each twist using a bobby pin. Now that the bag is nicely tucked away, I'm just going to ensure that there are no loose ends and nothing's going to come out. Once that is done, I'm going to take my spray bottle that has some water and some conditioner and some oil, and then I'm going to spray that all over my head generously. And after spraying that on all over my head, I'm going to take my small tooth comb, and then I'm just going to brush the hair that I want to lay down nicely, and that's going to be on both sides of the hairstyle. And just tuck in anything I feel like needs to be tucked in away using the red tail part of the comb. Yeah. Okay, now that that's done, I'm going to put on my headscarf. So doing this part where you use your daily hairspray and put on a headscarf just helps your hairstyle lay better, and when you take off your headscarf, your hairstyle is going to be looking neater. It's just gonna be nicer. Okay, so try this out. It's just a recommendation. Obviously the hairstyle will be nice because it's new. You can rock it like immediately after finishing, but this part makes it nicer. Now this is me on the next day, and it's time for the final reveal. Now here it is. Yabona mina nje ayicabandla.
Yangazi ke njengalapho akukhethi. So nje ngalapho sithando sami.
I'm just giving you guys angles because I want you to see everything. This is the turnout. Absolutely gorgeous, I must say. That is it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching up until the end. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure that you give it a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed, please subscribe. It's free. It's not going to charge you anything. And if you're someone who'd like to get a notification every time I upload a new video, please make sure that you also click the notifications bell. Now for the short demonstration of how to take down your fox locks or Joselite dreads that I did on this video, please watch the short clip that is coming up. Thank you so much for watching once again. I will see you on the next one. Bye. Now the part of the dread where you wrapped around and the part where you did not wrap around are not going to be flexible in the same way. So where it is less flexible, that is where you wrapped around, and the part where it is not flexible is the part where you did not wrap around. Now where the resistant flexibility ends is where the wrapping hair ended. So at that point you just start pushing the wrapping hair downwards in order to release it and make it looser. After you push it downwards, you will then start to unwrap. So you're going to move in the opposite direction in which you did wrap the hair, and once you do that, you're going to see that the wrapping hair is now going to remove itself from the thread, and then you're just going to continue to unwrap the wrapping hair in the opposite direction in which you initially wrapped it on to the hair. And that's pretty much all that you do. You just unwrap it. Now after unwrapping it, you carefully remove your own natural hair from the thread itself like that, and just unwrap your own natural hair away from the thread or in the opposite direction in which you had attached it on, and just like that the thread or the fox locks is out.